aliens from 1,000 worlds.
How long is this trailer?
And they use something they call pyroprocessing. The interesting thing is they call it pyroprocessing, but it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing in a molten salt, and they're doing electrochemistry on it. Why don't they call it molten salt? They want no association with molten salt.
General, there's a fleet of Star Destroyers coming out of hyperspace in Sector 4.
Reroute all power to the energy shield. Got all transport our way. Prepare for ground assault.
Great. How's it going?
Coming close. What's your name?
My name is Justin.
Justin?
Justin, yes, sir.
Justin, there's one thing you have to know about this Star Wars situation.
Yes.
It's a balance between the outer and the inner. It's a balance between yes and no. I heard in the shell all the hymns of hell. I heard all the angels crying. I heard the earth in pangs of birth and all of the galaxies dying. I heard in that shell the throb of each cell in flower and rock and feather. But the most of all was the quiet call of yes and no singing together. If you understand that, then you understand what Star Wars is. The good and bad, the light and darkness together. And you see that's what you see at this convention. You got 25,000 people coming in here every day, and you don't see fights, you don't see drugs, you see people who are at peace, centered, balanced. That's what Star Wars is all about.
The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun. The
Dad Wars
has.
This is the way.
Dad Wars.
We are doing it live. Oh my gosh. That's some branded intro, huh? Is that logo just burning in your brain right now? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to John Oliver. Greetings, exalted ones. Welcome to Dad Wars. I'm Justin, your host, and a simple dad just trying to make my way through the universe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're looking forward to connecting with you, our fellow Star Wars fans, tonight. You might want to be sitting down for this, guys, but we reached 54 subscribers this weekend. Yes, 54 subscribers. My gosh, I know, I can't believe it myself. And in case you missed it, our latest Saturday morning show on Sunday, which was this morning, Aaron's cooking. I've left a link in the description below. Eloise and I play the classic Atari Star Wars Arcade game, and Eloise learns a lesson about the value of a quarter and that things used to eat quarters. Yeah, so check that out. It's really fun. A little educational, too. So we hope you'll please like and subscribe. Even if you're tuning in just for 1 second, just hit the like button, please, because it really helps us get some traction, and we're trying to build an audience here. I'm talking to you new Facebook friends. I'm back on Facebook after 5 years. It's jarring, shocking. It's Pandora's box, but I've been told I really need to do that to expand our audience. So call it a desperate measure, if you will. But we hope to connect with you live in the chat tonight or in the comments below later on, and show ideas are always welcome. You are our only hope. You can also hear us weekly on our podcasts, which are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts, and all those links are in the description below. All right, now it is time for the weekly reckoning. Get ready for more branded intro package. Here we go. Let's do this.
I'll show you the dark side.
Hello there.
There he is.
How are ya?
Do you see what I'm doing? Every week the pre-roll gets longer and longer. I'm just trying to build the anticipation to when we get to see you, my co-host.
You don't need to. There's not much anticipation to see me, but there is anticipation for this. I want to show you. I'm gonna bring this over here so you can get a look.
Okay.
That is shepherd's pie. Is that in the frame?
Yeah.
That's about to go in the oven.
Wow. And that's a serving for one.
Yeah.
This guy's got a healthy appetite.
Yeah. Just ignore all of the dishes in the thing there. All right. So I'm putting it in the oven.
Hey, if you want to make an omelet, you've got to break a few something
Cheetos.
something. I don't know. I never understood that.
Timer 30 minutes.
So how you doing? Busy? It looks like you're. Should I just call you? I'll just call you back. I'll call you back.
Why?
You look busy. We have a show. No, I know that guy.
Hey.
Edison.
Yeah. That's my son.
My
Edison.
man.
He's eating a giant bowl of mashed potatoes. Serving for one.
Aaron, we don't realize how quickly time is passing until we have children and they grow up right before our very eyes, and then it's absolutely terrifying.
It's 100% terrifying, especially because he tried. Do you mind if I tell them what happened earlier? He tried to knife me.
Okay. Yeah.
I was coming out of the shower and he was there and he lunged. Like
Yeah.
That. Can you show how you did the lunging? Yeah.
Well, I told you the Hitchcock movies at age 4, 5, 6 was not a great idea, but you really wanted him to get a feel for cinema at a really young age. So now you're paying for that.
Boy, am I. You know what? I got to take a tour here, even though I don't really want to, because I just realized my power cord is in the bedroom. And by power cord, I mean C minor.
Hey now. Aaron's with us. No, wait, you're Aaron. Wait, who's the other guy? Ray is online.
Yeah.
Gavin's here. Maria's here.
What? Where the hell have you been, Maria?
All right, hold on. It's a family show.
I mean, where the heck have you been, Maria?
It's HE double hockey sticks around here, mister.
That's even your real name, Maria.
So I think I must have guilted her, and hopefully Will's watching too, the Habermans. They were staunch supporters of us and advocates for this show early on, and either they lost interest or they thought, fly, little birds, you can do it. You've got this.
Let's be honest. It was me.
Yeah, that's I know why. I know why she's tuning in, because Komoda's here today.
See, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't even need me. You know what? It's cool.
Yeah. And I don't know, she's speaking in code now. Her port turbine's cowling's been a bit dicey, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, wow. You know, she should go to Toshi Station, pick up some power converters.
Yeah, she'd better have those in the South Passage, south by noon tomorrow, or there'll be HE double hockey sticks to pay.
Yeah. Really? We can't even say that word?
I think so. I'm just trying to. This is a record. This is going to live well beyond us.
Kids need to learn
to curse.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing I've done right, isn't that right, son? Don't answer that. He will.
F yeah, Dad. It was shocking, as you and I were getting to reconnect earlier this year, that I saw Edison and he had like a mustache.
Yeah.
And the last time I saw him, he was just a little scrapping bundle.
Yeah.
And man, oh man. But just let it be known that my favorite avatar of me in a sport jacket with a scarf with the Boba Fett helmet, he took that when he was about 4 years old.
That's right, yeah. Edison, did you hear that?
That's in his room.
Hold on. Say that again.
In a story. Huh?
Come on over.
Speak up, kid.
I remember taking it.
You do? You really do? Because you're like, who's this weird old dude in my room?
A little bit.
Yeah. So the Komodas, Dan's kids, Sage and Gavin, who are also like eyeball to eyeball now. They're like our height. Scary. Wow. They've grown up very quickly, but they remember. They have little nuggets, little memories of me coming around, years ago when they were little, like Dan and I had a job early one morning, and so I must have stayed over the night before, if I recall. But they just remember me like taking a shower in their bathroom. Like there's not much more they remember. Like
that's not a good memory you want a child to have of you. Like, I remember you taking a shower? No, you don't. No, never happened. Never showered.
Yeah. So sorry for the trauma there, best pals kids. Love all you guys. But now I just have my own kids to traumatize.
Yeah, exactly.
So your week, how'd it go? You and I didn't get to talk much. We didn't really talk Star Wars at all, which is, I know that's why we're really here, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, we didn't. We haven't talked this week. I think you've been busy, and I've been doing the usual job search stuff, and yeah. So it's just kind of been doing our own things right now. And I am also coming to you from what Justin likes to refer to as the Naboo room of the apartment because of the columns.
Yeah, I can just see Anakin and Padme behind you, like just passing a date, a plum across the table, some kind of little spherical fruit. Right.
Oh, I should send you. I found it's so funny you say that because I found a very funny meme.
Most of them are. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna send that.
Send it. What do the kids say? Like, what does Edison say if he's going to send a meme to a friend? Does he announce it, or does he just send it, or is there some kind of?
He doesn't. He just says it.
He just says it.
Yeah.
Just sends it. Send it is actually a thing. Send it.
Because you want someone to send it. That's just regular. Yeah. We're hipping with it, aren't we, viewers?
You're exactly the way I remember you in my dreams. Smile. She's freaking out. Yeah, a little creepy, Anakin. A little creepy.
Yeah.
But really tough upbringing, so I get it. That's why I relate to him so well.
And I'm sure this is exciting for all the viewers.
Being force sensitive. Totally. It's an Attack of the Clones gif. Meme.
For the next number of show, we will have Justin Reed's memes.
So what do you think about all the pre-roll stuff? Is it my graphic design or my motion graphic design background's really shining, isn't it? Really coming through there?
You've always been fantastic with that stuff. You've always been great with it, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But now I'm actually putting it to good use, and not for evil.
And that's all the General Reiking. That's all CG, right? You made all that.
Yeah, that was complete. I did that actually in Illustrator. That's a vector drawing of the actor Bruce Boa, who I admire greatly. And Dan let me know. He actually looked it up on the show while we were on this morning. Eloise and I. There is a General Reichen action figure from 2006. I will have it. He said it's only like $13 on eBay. It will be my pride and joy. I will have it.
There you go.
Man, yeah, Gosh, he nails that Hoth stuff. He's the guy. Yeah. He's the guy.
Yeah, you believe. This guy's been in the rebellion. He's seen stuff.
Yeah. Grizzled.
Yeah.
Like a steak.
Bruce Boa, not only General Reichen, but he's an inventor.
What?
He invented it. He originally called it the feather scarf.
Okay.
And his family was like, you should call it the feather boa. And,
named after Bruce Boa.
Yeah.
I get it. So, yeah. I
knew
that sounded familiar. Yeah. Because like those have been around for like centuries.
Yeah. Did you just look at the chat right now?
Yeah, we want Komoda. Bring the Komoda.
I think we're boring, Maria.
We're building anticipation. I mean, we're doing our best here. So speaking of, real quickly, before I get into the news, I feel like you and I have gotten a chance to catch up here. But so I did get us on Facebook. I know you and I have been off it for years, right? I've been off it since 2016.
Yeah.
It is a real time commitment. Also, if you haven't been on in a while and you get back on and there's all this different functionality, and I'm coming on, I just wanted to get on with the business page to promote Dad Wars and to get the word out there and to draw in some Star Wars fans from there. There are some really cool community aspects to it where I already linked into a couple of big Star Wars closed groups and have already been able to post promos for our stuff, and they're fine to have that in there. No one kicked me out or anything. Got a couple of likes here and there. But the return on investment with time, it's an absolute goose egg. It's like it tells you like, oh, these impressions, like I've got analytics coming through because it's a business page, but also I have to have a personal page in order to have a business page. So I have like some ghost. I don't want to have a personal page on there, but I have me with no avatar, with no information. I hit up a select group of individuals who are friends from 20 plus years ago, who I knew like Star Wars, and just a little selective group. I didn't just blast everybody. And then those people came and go, hey, on IG or however, hey, I got or text my buddy Joe Halleck. Hey, is that you? I get just somebody with your name. I'm like, yeah, this was me. I'm just trying to get you. I'm trying to link you up with Dad Wars, and so it's been a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, but
well, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you going against what you wanted to on that one. And I've had quite a few people tell me that I need to get back on Facebook to promote my production company.
Yeah.
But it's such a I don't know if I want to re-enter that arena of craptastic.
It hasn't changed really, other than like I was saying, the functionality of the interface. It's more convoluted.
Yeah,
you could really get lost like shuffling around, like clicking through. And I think I'm pretty
Zuckerberg comes over and sits down at your house for like 3 hours. That's weird.
Yeah, because he knows everything about me now. I'm like, it recommended people that I've talked to on the street here in our little town that I'm not connected to any other way than a conversation on a main street. And now they're like, what? So anybody worried about being tracked or traced by anything else nowadays? Like, the people are divided about a lot of things about freedoms and whatnot, but all these people on Facebook, like my wife brought up this great point earlier today. We were talking about it, but they've got it all. They've got all the data they need on you. They've got everything, and they turn it over to the government. This isn't a conspiracy show. I'm just saying I'm back on Facebook. I have mixed feelings about it. I've actually been losing a little sleep over it, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to give it a couple of months, and I'm going to try to only just be there to promote our shows and whatnot. But so far in a week, it hasn't done a thing for us. I think we've gotten...
you know what you should do though, if you're back on Facebook, and this is probably really good.
Okay.
You should reconnect with everybody you went to high school with. That's always good.
What? You can do that? That's a fantastic idea.
So what's in the news?
How about my ex and her husband, like that? It tried to recommend, like, right out of the gate. Here, friend, you should link up with these people. Like, no, stay, leave me alone. Like, turn that all off. I want to meet new. I have all the friends in my life that I want to need right now. I miss a few people, and I hope to catch up with them one day, but hopefully more organically. But we are looking for new Star Wars friends. We're looking for fans, lifelong and new, who want to engage and communicate and just talk about Star Wars, which is what we should be doing. Sorry.
Right now, yeah. Enough with this Facebook garbage. What's in the news?
Do we want to hit the news?
Do it.
My name's Amiga.
That's it. That's the news.
And that's in Bad Batch. Season 2 is coming in like a year and a half or something like that. No. Let's see. Let's get some news going.
All right.
Here we go. Ready for some news? All right, here we go.
Ray! Where's Ray?
I'm just here to get Ray. I'll go in and try to find Ray. The troopers will be on our tail.
Ray!
I'm just here to get Ray. I'll go in and try to find Ray. The troopers will be on our tail.
I love that.
And there he is.
Ray!
There he is.
Where's Ray?
Where is he?
Come on, get some audio. We got video at least this time. Oh, look at, he's doing all these little tricks. He's got all these tricks up his sleeve. Look at these tricks. There we go. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ray! Where's Ray?
Here he is. He's right there, Finn. Chill out.
Yeah.
Ray, I hope you're sitting down. We have 54 subscribers.
I heard.
Oh my
I'm
God.
excited.
At this rate, by the time we're in our mid-60s, we might have like 200 subscribers at this rate. So,
hey, don't dream that big. Calm down, man.
Hey,
dare we dream? All right, Ray's here.
One subscriber at a time.
Let's see. Anybody in the chat? What do you got? What's going on? Komoda's on standby, waiting
Well, hang
just
on
to
a
say
second.
hi.
Ray, what are those? What do you got there? Thermal detonators?
Yeah.
Ah,
Coca-Cola one.
I know what that is.
Diet Coke.
That's
one.
diabetes in a little can.
Yeah.
I didn't drink it. I just think it looks cool. And a Sprite one that I actually did drink.
Oh, that I would drink over the others.
He couldn't help himself.
Yeah.
You're a big Lyman fan, aren't you?
I do love a good Sprite. I don't drink. I'm trying not to drink that much soda.
I think you meant Doug Lyman, the director of Go and.
I am a big fan of his. I just saw his latest movie with Tom Holland. Oh, I guess that's for later. I should
save it.
Yeah, save it for Ray recommends.
I don't know if I'd recommend it, but I did watch it.
Okay.
Oh boy, of course.
I do love Doug Lyman, but I've watched ever since Star Wars area started. As soon as I saw these, I've been asking like everyone, "Oh, can you grab me one? Can you grab me one?"
I know you've been talking about those.
Today I finally bought it myself. It was $18 for 3 of them. $18.
My gosh.
Wow.
My goodness.
The lunch.
And you don't even for that much money, you don't even get to like cuddle with a Wookiee. Like that's.
The lunch I had today at Hollywood Studios or
That's
whatever
what
it's
Aaron
called
wants to
now was cheaper than 3 sodas.
My goodness.
Oh man.
It was. I got a meatball sub with a side Caesar salad at Rizzo's pizza place. And
That doesn't sound very Star Wars like.
yeah, we didn't go eat at Star Wars. We just wanted somewhere that had air conditioning and that was the
Can't
one
stand the
without a
heat of the
line.
twin suns, I see.
Yeah.
It was hot. But yeah, the lunch, it was actually not bad lunch at Rizzo's, but it was cheaper. The food was cheaper than 3 sodas, which is kind of ridiculous.
Wait, where's Rizzo's? Is that Pizza Planet? What Pizza Planet used to be?
It used to be Pizza Planet. They changed it into like a Rizzo's.
Rizzo's after like Muppet 3D, like Rizzo the Rat. You named a pizza place after a rat?
Yeah. It's like
What's happening, Disney? What is happening to you?
It's actually really cute. Like on the garbage can, they had Rizzo's little sayings, and one of them was like, "Don't forget about it. Throw away your trash." I thought that was pretty funny.
I like it.
At least Muppet. Hey, at least after all the changes, Muppet Vision's still there.
It's still there. It's
You know?
like the little house in Up where they built up the whole town around it, but Carl's house, right? Isn't that how that worked? And then he was the last holdout. Muppet Vision 3D is like the last holdout.
And we went to see. We went and watched Muppet Vision, and that whole, not. I know of course we're not talking about Star Wars, but
that's okay.
That holds up. That holds up still. It was good. Good show. A lot of fun. Oh, Aaron left. I guess
he just
too much
stormed
milk.
off. I don't know. He's hungry or something. He's got low blood sugar.
But
sorry.
Back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I just had to. So the thing about this apartment is if you cook anything in the oven, if there's any sort of slight sizzle or burning, the smoke alarm goes off.
Oh my goodness.
So that's always fun when you're making wings. So I'm just kind of on standby waiting for see if the smoke alarm goes off. So.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, getting rid of me on the screen so quickly.
It was just like that. It was like I wasn't even paying attention. It was like autopilot, just like
Yeah.
Is there no Star Wars news?
There's a little bit. You wanna check something out? Check some things out.
Only thing I saw, and this is like more of a rumor, is like that the Finn TV show rumors have like ramped up.
Not buying it for 1 second.
No.
That one guy I follow, man, he said he thinks there's going to be an announcement soon.
Isn't there another shareholders meeting coming up or something soon?
I don't know.
It would be then if it was going to happen. Well, on that note, I heard a rumor, and that's all we have to run with lately. Well, speaking of, I'll just pull up this article right here. Wow, that was a good segue, Ray. Nicely done. How adept.
There we go.
Crazy new Star Wars sequel trilogy rumors and more. And this one's relating to Kylo Ren, a Kylo Ren sequel trilogy. What?
Isn't he dead?
Yeah. But some guy here wrote an article. All right, so this guy also heard the rumored Finn show is real, to your point, and first of many sequel trilogy era projects Lucasfilm would begin to develop going forward. There's also some chatter online that J.D. Dillard and Matt Owen's Star Wars project would be this Finn-focused Disney Plus show. I'll believe it when I see it.
So are they good? Is this going to be like a young Ben Solo?
They're calling it the Ben Solo trilogy. Why would they even call it a trilogy? Why are we how about a movie? Why do we have to go?
Yeah, all of this sounds to me like somebody really wants to write fan fiction, but they don't have the talent. So they're hoping that they just put that out there, somebody else will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
and I think this stuff always seems to stoke up when there's not a ton going on. Like,
yeah,
this is like the dark times right now. Like, there's nothing happening right now.
We're gonna get something soon. I gotta believe, like something like a Kenobi trailer or an Andor. Like something's gonna happen before the end of the year, and then we'll have a lot of news to talk about.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get real pretty soon here, I feel like. Okay, let's see what else we have for you guys.
Well, let me put this out there.
Okay, keep going.
Hey Maria, what do you think's gonna happen before the end of the year? Since you're back with us.
He doesn't even care. He just wants to see if you're still tuning in.
Pretty much.
And
I want to hear from Will. Enough out of you, Maria. Let's hear from Will.
The Kenobi, didn't they say that's finished? It's finished shooting, right?
Yeah,
I believe
that's what I heard.
Yeah, so we'll probably start hopefully seeing stuff soon.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
This is not news, but I slam dunked it this year. I set my alarm. I set a reminder. I set a Siri a reminder, and I got this thing sitting right in a pile over there. And we killed it last year with the 24 chapter Advent calendar series with Eloise.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
That's how we launched, and we burned out on her channel in 1 month doing this. But we opened one a day, and we did a video for each open, item. But so I saw on Lego, I was on there for unrelated, not looking at this or for this or anything, but it's on back order already. It was out for a couple of days, so this is like the hot item now, and it probably will be moving forward. Like last year, it was a little hard to find, but this year it's like that first day and boom. Greg James.
Oh, I'm surprised he's still awake.
Yeah, I actually sent a reminder to you and Greg about that the Advent calendar. It says where to order it.
I'd like you to take a moment and respond to Maria's comment.
Okay. Oh gosh.
I like that comment almost as much as a Gundark likes a twin sons.
Boom. Oh goodness. Let's see here. Just looking for some stuff. Spinning some plates here. Hold on. We look forward to Eloise holiday videos. And you see what's going on when you do it live? The hair light is going in and out because it's battery powered.
Yeah.
It adds dimensions to my cheeks.
You need to grow one of these, my friend.
It's the cheek light. Yeah.
For your hair.
No, I would look ridiculous. Ray used to sport. Every now and then Ray will get crazy with his stash or his beard.
I'll do a stash, and then everybody says they hate it. So it's basically me trolling.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. I remember you did like a big old handlebar deal like once, right? And everybody just was like, ugh. They love Ray, but when he did that, and the more they were repulsed, the bigger, the bushier it got. Right, the handlebar.
I could only take it for a day. I think I shaved it after like a day or two. But there's actually, when I used to work at Disney, there's one person that It was funny. All the ladies over like 60 years old would have the stash would be like, "Oh, you're so handsome."
You like really lured in the boomer set there. They were all over you, boy.
And then everybody else was like, "Oh my God, you need to shave it immediately." and there was one friend I had. She like loved it. She was there was only like one person that was like younger than 60 that said they liked it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I love it." But everybody else hated it. Julie hates it. I hate it.
Even you hated it.
Oh, I hate it. It's funny. It's funny. Like it was like I was like joking that I didn't have time to get my haircut this week, but I was saying I should get it cut as a mullet for like a day, just to look ridiculous.
Yeah,
do it. Yeah, I'm growing this for a play, so we have a photo shoot coming up for the play then I'm going to shave it off, and the play's not until next year, but we're trying to get everything. So yeah, it's driving me crazy. I'm not used to having this much. I did a beard a couple years ago for a play, and it just drove me insane. I don't know how you do it, man.
No, I shaved a few months ago over the COVID time, and when I came out, I didn't tell him when I did it. I came out of the bathroom and my dogs growled at me because I looked so different. Kermie and Piggy like looked at me and like she growled, and then she realized it was me when I said something, and then she ran over. But yeah, she thought I was a different person.
Yeah, totally. That's amazing.
Greg, some fashion or some health and beauty advice from Greg. He says you need to get some wax for that.
Greg's got a good mustache.
He's always had a good stash going on.
Right now, I'm saying he does. His stash
now?
Legit right now.
Legit. All right, guys, let's see here. Sorry, we've got a lot of activity coming in from the chat today, so I'm trying to keep everybody happy and moving along here. So the next big thing on the 22nd, Visions, they're giving us pretty much all the info here. So 9 episodes ranging from 13 to 22 minutes. That's cool, right? Is that exciting?
I'm not too excited about a 13-minute episode, but
if it's good,
I guess you take what you can get.
And 22 minutes is a typical length of a Star Wars cartoon, or Rick and Morty is 22 minutes usually, right? There's a lot going on. There.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Is it next week or the week after?
The 22nd, 10 days from now.
Oh, hey Ray! While you were in Star Wars Land today, did you see any stuff for Visions?
Good question.
We didn't go into too many stores. When I went to the stores, I wasn't really looking at merchandise. I just kind of looked at the theming of the stores, which was like amazing. So I didn't look at a lot of merchandise. I just was like, I don't know if you want. Just the way I don't know how it is in Disneyland where you went, but the way that the stores are themed is like amazing. You know, it's just like there's too much. There's literally too much to look at when you go into these things.
That's crazy.
I tried to send you guys a couple of videos of that one store that had all the heads of it had like a bantha head, I think, and some different characters and stuff, and all the helmets, and it's I don't know if you guys want to get into this now, but I was like blown away.
Wait, no.
Well, Justin's done.
I'm out of here. No, we'll get to it. You sent me a bunch of clips and I made a little reel out of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but Aaron's gonna miss it because he's gotta go eat.
Yeah, my shepherd's pie is almost done, so I'm gonna have to skedaddle and prep dinner for me and the boy. But I will continue watching the show.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. So yeah, Ray, I didn't even get to put them in any order. I just it was like 10 minutes before I had to connect with you guys, so I threw them in a timeline and rendered it. So hope you're not picking your nose or cursing.
No, I don't think there's anything
Ray,
in there.
Unfiltered.
Just random stuff. You might hear us laughing in the background. They did have one of the videos has a little bit of there's a Loth cat, like little statue.
That's awesome.
I found it in one of the little parts. It's like a quick second. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I couldn't believe they had that just thrown in there. But go ahead if you want to throw it on.
I will.
I know if you're doing
not there yet. No.
And that's the kind of enthusiasm you get when you have Justin host the show.
All right. I guess we can. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Actually, you know what? I think this is a good point for me to jump out so I can watch on the TV because the food's almost ready.
Okay. And I'm gonna bring Dan Komoda in, our guest
of
the evening.
I'm sorry I can't be here to officially meet him, but
Ray, you ever notice you've never seen Dan Komoda and Aaron Gould in the same place at the same time?
I haven't.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
Can you hold on one second? Hold on.
Yeah.
Get my Komoda mask. Get the Komoda mask. Just do it. Get the mask. I'm turning the sound back on. Get my Komoda mask.
We'll do it live.
Okay. Oh, hey.
Yeah, okay. We can hear you, pal.
I should probably go now. Bye.
Bye, Aaron. Have a good night, buddy. Enjoy the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Aaron.
Yeah, leave comments, Aaron. I don't know if he's listening or not, but
he's out. Just like that, like a thief in the night, like an angel straight from heaven.
What's it from? Usual Suspect, like that. He's gone.
That reminds me. Chef's kiss. Piper's been doing that lately. Hey, Piper, give him chef's kiss. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Someone's like, yeah, we didn't used to say chef's kiss. You just
did it. I like that people are saying it. The fact that you had kind of label it or announce what it is now is just fantastic. That's the thing.
People are speaking in emojis. There was like a joke. On Brooklyn Nine-Nine a few years ago, the one Chelsea Peretti's character was saying like, today I'm only speaking in emojis, winky face, and like everything. She would like speak the emojis. Now people are actually doing it.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Ray, tell me a little bit like this morning. What was it like? Your first time going to Galaxy's Edge? Like you haven't been to the park since you left your employment there years ago. You're an Orlando resident, but you just don't get over there.
It's kind of on the other side of town. Like I know.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Though it's probably almost 45, depending on traffic. It could be anywhere from 45 to an hour away. So we don't really get over on that side of town. And,
sure.
But yeah, it was like my first time. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I think I thought it was going to be smaller than it was.
Yeah.
All I ever see people posting pictures of is like the Millennium Falcon, like that area. So I was like, oh, that's going to be it.
Yeah.
But it's actually like a huge area. It's really like well done, and the attention to detail. Like I'll send you some more pictures, but when I get a chance. But just like the lighting fixtures, like in the queues were like themed, for Star Wars, and it's just it's amazing. They did like a great job. Like you can like go in there 5 times and you're gonna find something new or neat to look at. Like it's really, really cool. Like they did a great job as far as like the theming of it and just the way everything looked. It's amazing. Like you really are immersive and you feel like you're in like a Star Wars world, when you're walking through there, except for, all the tourists walking around.
Except for all the dudes in the Tommy Bahama shirts and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
That kind of pulls you right out of the experience. Like we were kind of speculating with the starship, the hotel, like you're an immersive experience and you visit Batu in the Black Spire Outpost, but then you're surrounded by a bunch of sweaty tourists. Even if you're in full cosplay, like the illusion is shattered, right?
The guy with the shirt that says, "I can't hear you over the sound of my freedom." I saw it.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
please
we did.
Tell me.
Greg can attest to
God
that.
help us.
We saw that shirt today.
That's beautiful.
A tank top on a boomer, so it was kind of
funny. Let me see if we can get. Let's keep this conversation going. Maria asked, "What was your favorite and least favorite?" I guess she's talking ride, or is she talking beverages? What was your favorite moment there, or your favorite experience, favorite ride, Ray, at Galaxy's Edge on your first visit today?
Probably Rise of the Resistance was like really cool, but so was the other the Millennium Falcon ride was really cool. You know, we went on Star Tours. It's still like, I guess they've added a bunch of new scenes to Star Tours. So we went on Star Tours once, got right on, and it was like 2 new scenes that I'd never seen before. So it was really cool. So like nothing was really my least favorite. And I loved everything today. Like everything was like a lot. The whole experience was good. Like the look and feel of everything was just very impressive. Like I said, you can't imagine the like level of detail that goes on when you walk into that place. Like it's you really feel it. You know, you really
it's immersive. You are
like,
in.
And I'm no Disney super fan. It exceeded expectations. It was really cool. I tried to get that one shot I sent you was when you come. It was like taken from outside, going through the thing into it, so that you could. You know, that was like my first impression when I walked through. Like, so that was the first time I walked in.
Yeah.
And I sent you that video. So it's kind of cool to see. But yeah, they have everything all over, the noises, the sounds. You know, it sounds like ships taking off and flying around you at all times. And,
how is that? That is it sort of like surround sound, ambient? Do you hear something taking off here, and then you hear it buzzing by, but you don't see it? Like, is that?
Yeah, you hear it's like I said, it sounds like you hear stuff taking off. You hear like people talking in the background, or you know different noises going around and stuff. So
yeah, they
stepped up with it. You know, they definitely they took it to the next level with that place. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to see it, dude. You're gonna like and
January
Eloise is gonna flip. You know,
I know. Yeah, I don't think these kids have any idea what they're in for, really.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was in for, you know, and I'm a grown man.
You've seen
man.
You're a man grown. You've seen some things.
I didn't know what I was in for. Like I said, it's bigger and better than I definitely thought. And I didn't even. There's probably half the things I didn't even get to go. We didn't even go into like the restaurants. Really, we didn't. I know they have that bar. We didn't really go into the bar. I know that's supposed to be really cool, you know. And there's other stuff that we kind of didn't. You know, it was hot, so we didn't stay all day. You know, we could have stayed longer if we wanted, but we were pretty wore out by the time we left. So, but it was definitely something I would. Well, I think we want to go back like on a weekday when it might not be as busy.
Yeah,
and
really be able to
again.
Yeah, really be able to enjoy it. Well, I have your clip. I'm trying to get Dan K on. Dan K, I sent you a new...
He's another one that's been, so he can talk about it too.
I know. I'd love to, love to hear his take on it. I did hear about the Rise of the Resistance. He got to ride it a few times.
Yeah, that's awesome.
In one day.
I
wish I could have been there for that.
The exception.
All right, let's see. The ghost of Aaron is still in our show. I'm trying to get him out and get Dan K in.
Oh,
I hear Dan K.
He's joined the. He's on the Skype with us.
Yeah, he's here. He's here in the flesh, in the virtual flesh. That's weird. Sorry. Let's see. Welcome to the show, Dan Komoda. I think I was thinking about this.
Good to be here.
I was thinking about this earlier today. If there was like a spreadsheet or like a metadata for how many times I've said your name during a show, I think as far as name dropping go, I think yours would be close to the top.
I feel honored.
For sure. So Dan, I've been wanting to get you on here for a while, and I'm so glad that you're able to come on. Actually, Gavin's been on and interacted with us in the chat for a while, for a few months. So, that it's great to see you. Great to have you here, dude. I don't even know where to begin. Like, what I see in front of me here is like Ray, who helped shepherd me to my new life in New York in 2008. And I'm not going to make this all about me, but I think it connects us. So I think it's a great story. I'll tell it very quickly, but Ray helped get me out of my old life into my new life in New York, and Dan was instrumental in helping me get my feet on the ground, because if it weren't for Dan, like knowing Dan through the force of Star Wars, like through just a chance meeting, and also Aaron was somewhat instrumental too. Aaron and Joe were really the ones that encouraged me to move to New York, but Dan was there, and Dan, like, I'd never seen it in the corporate world, in my earlier parts of my career in Florida or in Georgia, Atlanta, people sharing information about the industry, networking so freely, openly helping, like, bring your friends and colleagues along, and to be able to elevate to the next level. But Dan was there to help me with that, and like I never looked back. As soon as I hit the ground, I was there a week. You're like, hey, I got this job. It's too much. I'm too busy. It was his overflow, basically. And it was an HBO documentary. So I went from like making corporate videos for Lockheed, which was like watching lead paint dry and then eating the chips, but then coming up to New York, and then like suddenly like being thrust into like an HBO project. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then so it just kind of like connect the dots. It goes back to you, Dan Komoda. I really appreciate you, man.
Should we go back to how we actually first met?
Yeah, we should, because eventually we need to talk about Star Wars tonight.
We met Justin, when Justin met Kelly.
When Justin met Dan. But so I've told the story truncated different ways, but I haven't had your perspective on it. But back in 2002, like the spring, right? Spring of 2002.
Spring 2002. I was working for Ketchum Public Relations, and Frito-Lay team had to deal with the Star Wars Celebration to sponsor the Jedi Training Academy there. So they flew me out there. I was supposed to be one of the stormtroopers. Really excited for that. I get there, and I was too big to fit in a skinny costume. So ended up being the Padawan, like greenish poncho, which really didn't look like a Padawan, but that's what I was. And then I met Darth Vader, and that was Justin.
That was me.
That was.
Do you know where the stormtrooper costumes were the Disney stormtrooper costumes?
Yeah.
Do you know why they were so small? Do you remember this?
Yeah, because they were from like Tokyo Disneyland or something, right?
They're from a Japanese like show, and it was like women that wore. So they were girls, Japanese women, and they brought them over from there. That's why the original stormtroopers at the parks all had to be like super skinny to fit.
Yeah. Dan, hang tight. Your audio, as with every inaugural guest we have on the show, the audio never works right out of the gate. So Dan, hang tight. We're getting some. I'm gonna just. Dan, give me some ones and twos. What do you got?
1, 2. How's my audio? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Gavin, Maria, let me know. I've been doing a live show for 6 months. You think I'd have it figured out by now? Gavin, is Dad echoing still?
Hi, Gav. Can you hear me?
I think we got it fixed.
All right.
You always have to do the old Tom Hanks from SNL. Sibilance.
Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, we did that with Podcasting's Brock too, but he came shot out of a cannon, so it was like, and I didn't figure it wasn't brought to our attention for minutes and minutes. It was a nightmare. But sorry, Dan. So
I'll start from the beginning.
I want to go back, because you've been in video forever. You've had a video career really solid.
Since 1993, I graduated from now it's called Rowan University. Back when it was called Glassboro State College.
Yeah, and you've shown me over the years, like you were doing regional commercials, right? In New Jersey.
That was at Comcast Cable in South Plainfield.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of a scary city, but these really low budget commercials. I should show you a few clips sometime.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Some classics. They're really, really good stuff.
Ray, think Florida, think Orlando Appliance Direct, that kind of thing. Like those really local.
Yeah.
The one with what was the one, the guy, the big heavy dude doing those car commercials late at night? Like,
I just remember they used to do Appliance Direct was you pay too much.
Yeah. They used to do the sketches of this other guy. It was like a auto barn or something. And they do these.
Oh, I don't remember that.
They'd buy like 2 hours of time and they would just kind of do. It was like pre-YouTube, but it was all a bunch of sketches of these yahoos running around. So you've had a long career in video, and then it transformed into you kind of pushed in directions that you like to go. I think by the time I met you, you were like you'd been doing After Effects for a long time, and you're really good at it. And I picked up a lot of tricks from you, by the way. You know that. But then you
have far surpassed me in the After Effects world.
Oh, thanks.
You're a genius.
Yeah. Oh, I would. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. But you really were getting into photography like when I knew you, and then like you might have been doing it for a while. I wasn't sure about how long you've been doing it before, but I just know that when Dan and I were working in public relations together and creating content for the different brands and stuff, these celebrities would come through, like Brooklyn Decker, Julianne Hough. Were you doing the Taylor Swift stuff too when she was? Because she was
Taylor Swift, but yeah, like it was funny shooting Brooklyn Decker. Like such a as a newer photographer to shoot a supermodel as one of your first models to ever shoot. That's pretty crazy.
On that note, I got to shoot Lucy Liu. Remember we shot Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu in that freezing cold day and on that little walkway for like 10 seconds.
Way up in a high rise. I was shaking.
She was cool.
I was like petrified of her. She's like 4'11" or whatever, and I was just so scared of her. I couldn't even like look at her, but I had to take her out like on a balcony on this high rise and shoot her carrying an Hermes bag, carry on. And this was another pinch me. I'm in New York City moment, going from like making infomercials for software that would just clear people's bank accounts out to
and
see.
She gave me like one shot. She like walked back and forth.
She said she did one walk down and one walk back, and my God, I had to get this product shot because it was just going to be something placed in like the margins of a People magazine or something, or even Us Weekly. Like
I never saw where it eventually landed, but
it did, yeah. But it was a solid shot. She was in focus. She had a really nice outfit. The wind was blowing. So we got that, but yeah, we had some fun like experiences together when I moved to New York.
That was that's where my professional photography started there.
Yeah. You really took off there, and I've always been behind you, like in experience and skill, and you really took off with that, and I kind of like diverted back into, I became a video producer and was working in a lot of spreadsheets and meetings and budgets, and took a long side trip and tried to stay in, keep my foot in the creative realm, which I'm back into now, thankfully. But it's been great to see your photography career flourish. And Dan and I would take classes in the city, photography classes with someone we both really admire. And there was a little. What was this? And you've been an instructor there since then. What is this photography company?
Well, it's for Digital Photo Academy, and John Bentham was our instructor. He's a friend of mine still.
Yeah, great guy.
Taught me a lot of stuff about the studio work and just a lot of things. It's great. I still meet him every once in a while.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, we were running around New York back. It was forever ago, but it felt like 2008 was such a big year for me in terms of turning my life into something completely different. But by that point, you were already well established with video, and you had like all kinds of connections, and so you helped me get things going. But going back 6 years to 2002, back to where we met, was at that Celebration 2 to promote Attack of the Clones. Weren't those celebrations framed up to really be a big promotional piece for the prequel trilogy, right?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, but because they weren't going to be every year, but then but after Revenge of the Sith wrapped, then they just kept it going, right?
Yeah.
But for me, who is not well traveled, and I don't like to really travel by myself, and I never had the motivation to. But I kind of like never went to another celebration again. I've gone to Comic-Con many, many times in New York City, but that's because I could either like walk or take the subway there, or now drive a car, less than an hour. But I never. Have you been to other celebrations?
I went to Celebration 3 by myself. But I did meet some people that I knew. But that was good too.
Yeah,
it wasn't as fun as when we were there.
It
was
still
a good show.
Yeah. Have they? Like, I think what worked for us was I was there with Disney, you were there with Ketchum and Frito-Lay, and it felt like we had the Lando pass, the Lando laminate. So we were just like...
Yeah, right, we had that good pass, yeah.
That was the pass. Like, we got to go, we just pretty much got to run to the place. Like, yeah, and I felt like we were like running into celebrities left and right. I remember, I don't know if you were with me or Kevin, like Kevin Vincent just was up there, someone we used to work with at Disney. But I just remember like sitting in a hallway with Peter Mayhew and like one or two other people just hanging out. Just like, I just like, how did that even happen in retrospect? And Dan, I the day before our show, and I'm going to show some clips because you sent the footage. I want to show the audience footage. But I just reminiscing back about Celebration 2. Shoot, I just have so much to say about this.
I sent you some photos by email. Did you get those?
Yeah, I got those. I'm going to bring those up too. But it was just like such a unique experience. But the day before, okay, getting back to what I was saying, the day before we went to an elementary school, like an inner city elementary school. And I was there with the two extras that were playing. They were the two skinny stormtroopers.
Yeah.
One guy, one girl. The guy could do backflips. The girl had never seen a Star Wars movie. It was weird casting. They were nice enough, like young, early 20s. But we did a show on stage, which was kind of a really truncated version of Jedi Training Academy. I don't think the kids came up and fought us, but Anthony,
they did. Yeah.
Did they? You were there?
That was the apprentice, so I had to like guide the kids.
So they did. We did a full on. We did on the school stage.
Oh yeah, and they had the sound effects and everything.
Now, who was the MC?
Who's the guy
in the gold lame coat jacket? It was Anthony Daniels.
Anthony Daniels.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I didn't get my picture with him. What the heck? Did you get your picture with him?
No, I didn't.
Were we too cool to like say, "Hey, Mr. Daniels"? Because what in the world were we not thinking? Like, what? Why did we not? I don't know. I
saw like Carrie Fisher walk by us, and just like, I don't know why. I was a little too shy back then, I guess.
I was shy, or I was also like trying to play it too cool. Like, as I've gotten older, if I see somebody I want to talk to, I'll just go up to them. But when I first moved to New York, there's so many opportunities where I could have said, "Oh, hey, Matt Damon," or like, "Oh, hey, Tina Fey," like living on the Upper West Side. I didn't mess with them. I guess I don't know. But that's Anthony Daniels though. Like it would have been cool to like get the picture of him with the gold lame jacket on.
Would have been great.
But yeah,
he loves that jacket.
He does. He wears that every like extra event he does. I have all kinds of stuff loaded up here. One last thing I want to talk about in the news real quick, Ray. You dusted off the old Xbox. You're playing the original Knights of the Old Republic right now, right?
I haven't played it in a week or two. I've just been busy, but when I did buy it, and I played the first couple missions, and it's crazy, like how far graphics
is it kind of harsh? I just kind of remember it being really good at the time, really good.
I remember at the time I was like blown away by it. I have to play it and send you some screenshots.
Yeah,
but it's still fun. It's still fun, and I need to play it a little more because I'm in the beginning, so my character's not very powerful. But yeah, I'm excited, except for I'm not a PlayStation guy. But I think they said
they'll port it.
The Xbox version will come out like a year after the PlayStation.
Oh, good. Dan, how about you in Star Wars video games?
I have them all. Yeah.
Do you play them all? Do you beat them all?
I never beat them all, but I have them all.
Okay. Yeah, I still haven't beaten Fallen Order.
Yeah, me neither.
Right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's hard. I don't know.
There's
I
so
beat
much
Republic
in that
Commando back in the day. I played X-Wing and TIE Fighter on the PC way back in the day and thoroughly enjoyed them and played them as much as I could. But these last few years, I guess, have just been too busy. But I haven't. I'll buy them. Like I even bought the Squadrons game, and I want to get through it, but haven't had a chance. I think Battlefront 2. I did the campaign and the expansion, and loved it. And
Battlefront 2 campaign was fantastic. Me and Gavin both love it.
Oh, it's so good. And that's canon, right? That's canon, that stuff. That's like yeah, that's awesome.
The Knights of the Old Republic, those two games were always were one of my favorite Star Wars games, though. I mean, it's not as exciting as doing the first person shooter ones, but they're cool, because you get to explore all the worlds and you get to build up your character. That's fun. Those games always had a special place for me. I think they were my favorite Star Wars games, probably.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think there's fair bit of controversy with this, as with everything else. I didn't click through to read the articles that were commenting on it, but if they're going to make the stories line up with today's like sensibilities versus the early 2000s, that's the vibe I got, that people are upset about. But I think that if they're gonna reskin it and we're getting some updated graphics with that type of gameplay, then we're gonna be in for a fun ride, I think.
Yeah.
Let me pull up, while we're talking about Dan and me and Celebration 2. Look at this, Ray. Did you ever see this? Ray, did we have this at MGM, like this big card?
Yeah, they've had it a couple different times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I didn't go with you guys to that. Oh, look, that's Derek. I know him.
Costuming, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this slideshow here. I can't. It just went. I'm just gonna let it play. I don't know.
Behind.
So there's Dan as a Jedi apprentice. There's me. There's Jim Sheeran, the stunt guy. Indiana Jones, AKA whatever his Jedi name was.
He sounded like Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Do you feel the Force flowing through you? Love Jim. There's our skinny stormtroopers.
I just remember when you came back, you're like, oh, I met this cool guy, Dan. We had so much fun. And the one, I don't want to say his name, but the one of the creative guys that came from Disney that was there, he actually went on to become like the show director for Star Wars weekends and stuff. And I remember Justin was saying, oh, yeah, he was like making fun of us because we were like all geeking out over Star Wars, and he like barely knew the movies. And me and Dan were like telling him all these like little funny inside jokes about Star Wars. And it's just funny, like later on after he became the Star Wars guru, a lot, I think like that stuff that you guys told him, he put into like the show, like the thing with the stormtrooper hitting his head, that became part of like one of the Star Wars shows.
Yeah.
They make fun of that. And I always thought that was funny that you guys are the ones that like schooled him on Star Wars before he got like the permanent gig for a while. He was like the head guy for
Dan. Can you imagine having that job? You remember the show director, right?
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine? So this is the Komodas. Like, I wanted to grow up a Komoda. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Your brother, is that your brother Paul standing up?
That's Paul in the back. He's an amazing artist.
Oh my God. You guys, the whole family's talented, Ray. They're all,
with that classic Millennium Falcon toy.
My gosh.
Which I still have.
That's amazing. And look how just like Dan, like this is the way, like this is what it was. He's not like screaming.
This is the way.
He's not like overly excited. He's like, yeah, this is mine. This is supposed to be mine.
I was playing it cool. Nice haircut there,
Yeah.
He might have been a shock.
He might have been like, yeah. So what's this jacket? Where did you get this Star Wars jacket?
What is a Star Wars jacket?
It's a blue like.
Oh yeah, Star Wars fan club. It's a patch. It was like a kind of like a baseball jacket, but then it was like I got the Star Wars fan club patch when I joined the club.
And
so my mom ironed it on there, and
now
I wore it with pride.
I bet. That's awesome.
Till this day.
That is awesome. There's Dan. And he had that was your hair. You had really long hair back then.
Very shiny too.
He looked the part. The only thing that you really didn't like, and I mean, I agree with you, but I also think you look great. But you said you didn't like you didn't think it was like appropriate for Jedi that outfit was not a Jedi outfit.
Yeah, it was called like the Jedi salad costume. Yeah. I wanted the real robe and stuff like that, but yeah. I guess I should have had the Padawan braid. I could have done that with my hair back then, but
call you Kale Katarn.
Yeah.
And there we are.
Cool, though. That was a really fun experience doing that show several times a day.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So let's I've got that loaded up too real quick here. So
all right. Looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. Hang on one second here.
What?
Someone's calling in. Someone is calling the show. I don't know. People call the show. Hello?
Where's Lucas?
I wish. Hold on. This is not so many technical difficulties tonight. It's not paired here. I'm not sure who this is, but if you can call back, we can try to tap you, get you in again. It's not paired for some reason. All right. I don't know. It didn't. There was no caller ID. Let me try to. Sorry, guys. Hold for 1 second, please.
Who could it be?
Gosh, when you do it live. Bluetooth. Oh, I see.
Oh, sorry, the hiccups.
Yeah, we put a number out there to try to get some interest, to get some people to call in.
There's Jim, the Jedi Master there, who's still doing that Jedi thing.
That's
I saw
wild.
the other year. He's still doing it.
Hello, it's Dad Wars. It's just not. Hold on. You know, we tell people call in, or, you know, we tell people like contribute to the show, and then the show breaks. I don't know. Oh, if they call back, that'd be great. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hello
there. Hi, Justin.
Uncle Rick.
Hey there, pal. How are you, buddy? Hey, first time caller, long time listener. Yeah. How are you, buddy?
Oh, that's great, Uncle Rick. My goodness, I'm doing great. I always
are you doing great?
Rim shot ready for you when you call in, but yeah, we've got Dan K in the house tonight. You've heard me talk about him quite a bit over the years, Uncle Rick. But
hi, Uncle Rick.
I believe I've heard you mention him. Hey there, buddy. How are you? Hey, I got confused because I turned on the show a little while ago. I was watching. Then I got up to make some soup because I gotta, Sunday night is Campbell's soup night for me and your Aunt Bernice. That's what we love. A good cream of mushroom, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you get something like a nice vegetable. But I came back and I saw there was a new guy on there, and it said Aaron, but he looked different, and I got really confused, and I thought maybe I was having a stroke.
Wait, Aaron looked different? You know Aaron from Fort Lauderdale.
No, I know, but it says on the little box there, it says his name, which, by the way, he needs to change that because people are going to think he's a girl, I think. Isn't that how a girl spells an A? I don't know. I'm old school.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. So is that Aaron or is it not Aaron? Is he different, or do I need glasses? Explain this to me.
So Aaron is our co-host. He's our co-anchor. He was on earlier, and his son Edison is with him this weekend, and they were going to enjoy a nice homemade dinner together. So he actually had to step away from the show. It's Dad Wars, so we're kind of flexible. Like one time, not too long ago, Ray had to go pick up his son, like in the middle of a show, and we just.
So the guy that I'm looking at on the computer. It says on the box, Aaron, right? I'm not making that up.
No, you're not. It's
okay. I'm just saying, viewers such as myself might get a little confused. I don't want to tell you how to run your store, but maybe he could hold a sign up or have a little. Hey, I'll tell you something. I went to a meet and greet one time for the local 603 and the 428, and we all had to wear these little badges. My name is, mine said Rick, of course, but maybe this guy could wear one so I don't get confused. Yeah.
Well, Uncle Rick, I thank you for bringing that to my attention. Every guest on our show gets a lower third. That's what they call in the business. It's someone's name and title below Their image, and I've actually updated Dan's on the fly as we speak. I'm sorry, I don't have a producer for the show. I run the show, I host the show, I have to do all the technical stuff.
Hey, listen, hey there. Hey, little Cub Scout, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself, okay there? Listen to me. You may be a Cub Scout, but you got the heart of a Weeblos, okay? And that's all that matters, my friend.
I appreciate
and you
that.
you're doing great. Your Aunt Bernice and I, we are so proud of you. I got to tell you, you're doing a show. It's fantastic. I love what you're doing. And I see Ray Ray's on, right? Is that Ray Ray?
That's Ray from Fort Lauderdale.
Hey there, Ray Ray. He
best hugger on the west coast of Florida is the word.
This is I do not disagree. Although I think I could go a few rounds with this guy. I might be a little Mike Tyson to his Muhammad Ali, but I think we could have some good hug fights. I turned on before when I was going to make the soup for your Aunt Bernice and I. You were showing. Was there like video clips you were talking about, and you were going to show something about a thing with a place that Ray went to?
Oh no. Yeah, we were going to get into Black Spire Outpost and Galaxy's Edge, and then Dan was actually able to get on with us, so we were going to talk about Dan, our first meetup and our friendship and his career. We're gonna jump back over to Galaxy's Edge and then call it a night. I think is what we're gonna do.
So Galaxy's Edge. Now tell me what this is about there.
Galaxy's Edge is the newest land at Hollywood Studios that is Star Wars themed. It's themed.
You gotta be kidding me! They have a Star Wars land.
They do, Uncle Rick. Yeah, and they've got a.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Bernice. Hey, when your leg heals, we're probably gonna go for a trip to Orlando because they got a whole Star Wars land down there. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, you don't get up. I'll get you more soup. Don't you worry. Do they have can you fly spaceships and stuff? Ray.
Yeah, Ray was just there.
Ray,
give him a.
Yeah, they have.
What the word is?
If you do the Millennium Falcon ride, you get to fly the Millennium Falcon, and if you're the pilot.
Hold on a second. Hold on. You can fly the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, that's what Ray Ray said. You remember Ray Ray?
I didn't do a good job of it today.
Best hugger. Okay, so you can fly the Millennium Falcon. Hey, can I just say two things? Take my cash. Take it.
Yeah.
I'm sold. You got me there, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Hey, you know what's funny, though? For years, I thought there should be kind of a place like that. This is going to sound silly. You got to bear with me for a second here. Sometime in the mid-'70s, I might even been around the time Star Wars was coming out. A friend of mine, Bruce Ratensky, and another guy, gosh, I can't remember his name. I think it was like Alan or Thomas or Ishmael. I don't know. It's one of those three. We were sitting down one night, had a few, and we were talking about some of our favorite TV shows, and we said, you know what would be fantastic? If there was a theme park like Disney, but it was Space 1999. How great would that be? You have like an animatronic Martin Landau guiding you through the whole thing. Like, that would be phenomenal, but it sounds to me like they went a step further with this Star Wars land. Is that where you guys are? Dan, is that where you're at now? Are you at the Star Wars land?
Oh, no, I'm at home. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
He's been there.
Okay.
I was there, though.
You've been there. You've gone already to there. And did you have a good time? I got to believe you did.
Great time.
Uncle
okay,
Rick,
Dan, you're going to need to calm down a little bit because your energy level's off the charts here, pal.
Uncle Rick, where's the when's the last time you went to Disney? What have you been to Disney in a long time? Like what's the word?
Your Aunt Bernice and I think the last time we were there was 1980. Hold on. Bernice, when did that movie come out? It's about the kid and the alien. Yeah, he's got the finger.
82, E.T.
There's like a bicycle, and it's flying. There's a moon.
It's got nothing to do with Disney, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
We went in 1982.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's good with dates. But she always, your Aunt Bernice, I got to tell you, she'd be great on a game show. if they had a game show where you could name a year based on the movies that came out that year. She's brilliant like that.
Thing.
She's got a mind. It's phenomenal.
That's
one of the many reasons I love her.
She's a wonderful woman.
She's the best, and I wish her leg would heal faster so we could get down there.
Yeah, it's always been a leg issue with her in recent years. Are you guys, I think you can take advantage of some, like, don't they have some kind of special passes or some kind of accommodations for people who might be
one of those carts, like one
a motorized.
I'm glad you followed that up with something different, because when you started to say you could take advantage, and we were talking about her leg issue, I thought you were going to have to go a different direction, and I was like, "Excuse me, pal. You know, I'm a gentle man, first and foremost."
I know, and you guys have been married for like 45 years too. Like, what's?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I got to be honest, I lost track somewhere in the late 70s. But I love her. You know, do anything for her.
Yeah, you just need to set a little reminder on your flip phone there.
I don't know if I can do that or not. That sounds hard.
Yeah, I don't know if it has that functionality.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now, and I don't. It's also too. It's getting a lot warmer these days when I make phone calls. It's really hot. I am sweating profusely on the left side of my face right now. Just talking to you.
Oh, that's where the phone is. Oh, because you got the phone.
That's where the phone is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the day I start sweating on the other side, that's when I should worry about brain radiation. I don't know. Did I lose you? Hello there.
No, we're still here.
Oh, sometimes this service poops out on me. You know what? I'm gonna. You guys are. I just had to call because I was excited and confused about the whole Aaron and Dan. Now it's Dan. I see it there. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great to see Ray. Is he getting? He can't hear me right now, can he?
Who, Ray?
Yeah, he can. He is one handsome. I'm telling you, it's like Dan Haggerty came back in his body and is like he's fully Grizzly Adamsing. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, man, it's something really great.
He does, and he said Ray said he was going to get his hair cut a while ago, and he a week or two ago.
I will punch him in his throat if he does that.
Oh
no,
God.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't hurt him. He's a nice guy, but seriously, don't cut your hair.
Just let it keep going, huh? Keep growing.
Just keep going. It's got a beautiful thick mane of luscious Dan Haggerty-esque hair.
I don't know if anybody in our audience is going to really know who that is, Uncle Rick. I mean...
Well, there's always an encyclopedia. You can look it up. That's how you get most of your information these days.
From an encyclopedia.
Yeah. They got salesmen who will go door to door to sell it to you.
What year are you living in? That's crazy.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
I believe, according to my phone.
That's
by
amazing.
the H, so it has Haggerty.
He knows. He gets it. This guy gets it. He knows. He's good. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
All right. Listen, you kids get back to your show. I'm sorry to bother you.
No bother at all. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I love hearing from family, especially at 10:55 at night while I'm in the middle of a show. It's like synergy.
Well, we watch. Every Sunday, we have Soup and Dad Wars. That's what we like to do. Soup and Dad Wars night. Come on, Bernice. Hobble your little self over to the chair, and I'll make the soups.
I love it. Uncle Ray, do you hit the like button when you watch, or do you subscribe, or how do you know when I'm putting new content up? I know we're pretty consistent with this show, but what's your level of commitment to this endeavor of your favorite nephews?
I turned the computer on.
Okay.
And then my friend came over and he did a thing. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called a bookmark. And he puts it on the computer. And I click on the E. That comes up. And then there's a little arrow. And I click on that. And then like a little thing comes down. It almost drops down, if you will.
Yeah.
And then it says Dad Wars. And I click on that. And it takes me right to your channel. And then I just see the most recent one. And then I click on that.
You got it figured out. I'm so impressed. Like one of the first times you called, I think you were still like using web crawler for searches, and you were using AOL, and you were like dialing up to get on the internet.
Well, we were on we have a guy I work with at the 709. He comes over sometimes and he helps me out with tech issues.
709.
Yeah, I got to say though, I'm a little disappointed because I still use Ask Jeeves, and it's not what it used to be. It's a very slow process these days. So I got to find another way to find information. I wish they made encyclopedias for the internet, then I would know everything. Listen, I got to go because somebody's getting a little crabby about not having any more soup. So I got to go take care of who.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get her cream of mushroom, it's, cream of my face against the wall because she's going to smash it 18 times.
Oh, Eric, you wild man.
Yeah, she's got a temper, but I love her.
We do too. We do too. Send her our best.
I will do that. Hey, Dan, I apologize for interrupting. I'm sure you were in the middle of something.
Dan.
I can't wait to hear the rest of what you got to say. Ray, you keep being you, and hopefully someday you will find your gentle Ben. That's a little joke there. And then, Justin, I got to tell you, your Aunt Bernice and I were proud of you. We love you, and we just have so much emotion for you here in Chicago. And you just you're doing great, kiddo. We are so proud of you. We really are.
Kiddo. I appreciate that, Uncle. Yeah, you're the best. Thank you so much for calling. And we look forward to hearing from you again soon.
Newsflash, I will call sometime again.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah.
All right.
All
okay.
right.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't know what I don't know what the term is for ruining things like that when you spoil something for somebody. But I will call again. All right. Here, you go back to your show, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Rick.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Uncle.
Bernice, the soup is coming.
Oh my God! And you wonder why our show is 4 hours long. Dan, I know Dan is probably just like, what is going on here? Like, what are these? What I'm here to talk about Star Wars.
But it's I was gonna say like that. If you go back to the picture, it does look like his like I think what
Maria
one lady was saying. It does look like those pants kind of flared out.
Oh, they flared all right. So we've got some Frito-Lay people in there. We got the Disney people. We got the show director in the front. We got Derek, the costuming manager, in the front. The extras is Stormtroopers, me as Vader, and the rest are, and then Jim, the Jedi Master, Dan, the apprentice / video editor / hardcore Star Wars fan. Like, I think our fandom both got us pulled into this. Like, I wasn't campaigning hard for myself to be able to do this, but Tom Walden went to bat for me and like wanted to make sure I got to go, and I thought that was the sweetest thing. And Dan, they just knew by osmosis that you were like the biggest Star Wars fan on the east side of Manhattan.
That's what got me in, I believe.
Right?
Yeah. I was lucky.
Derek, the costuming director, he went on to be like one of the big one of the people behind Star Wars weekends for a while. I'm not sure what he's doing now, but he went over to the character side and did like a lot of stuff with Star Wars weekends after.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
If I'd stuck around, I think I would have tried to figure out how to maneuver that. Let's see. So I've got, let's wrap it up here in a few if we can. It's getting late and everybody's got to work tomorrow. Dan, can we tell Ray what your new title, your new role as a photographer? Speaking of just making your way up, ascending with your career, what you got the dream gig? What are you doing now?
This is my first full-time job since 2005. So I'm now the photographer for a company called Loot Crate. It's an e-commerce company. They deal with movies. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. So it's like, you could just say you like Marvel or you like certain music. You can pick a crate, and every month you get a crate full of all sorts of surprise things inside there, of the stuff you like. So I shoot all the products for that and do some lifestyle photography. It's been pretty fun so far.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
I think
that's amazing.
I've heard them advertise that like on a couple different podcasts. Maybe I listened to. But I've definitely heard of Loot Crate. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's been fun so far.
Man, oh man, that's so cool. Yeah, and I was surprised. Like, you have been just permalancer, freelancer since I've known you, right?
Yeah,
or
a long
since
time.
we've worked together. But yeah, these are crazy times, so kind of have to.
I was gonna say, like, you know, I'm not like a photography. I don't do photography any, but like I tell Justin about this stuff, Dan, so you might get a kick of it. Whenever I do like a lot of thrifting, I find like this old photography tech that I like to buy that's like totally outdated, but I have like all these like weird old school, like I have like it's like a thing that was used with Polaroids, and you could copy the Polaroid from one Polaroid to another. It's like this weird old thing. I have to send you, if you're ever interested, I'll send you some of the weird stuff I got. I have some kind of, I forgot what it's called. It's like a machine and it's used like in like experiments where it puts like an image on the screen for only like a certain amount of time to see if you can recognize it and stuff. I don't know. I find all this weird old stuff and I buy it from Goodwill and stuff. So.
Yeah, lots of old tech, right?
Yeah, it's like I have like an old editor from like probably like the 40s, and I, you know, it's like like all these old like film editors and stuff. Like, I don't know why, I just love it. Like, I'll have to show you some of it. I got some like weird, neat stuff that I have like stacked around. Like, it can't be used, of course. It's all old, but it's like really cool stuff. If you're interested, I'll send you some stuff. It's pretty neat.
All right, let's see here. I was going to try to show you guys some other stuff here. So this is a real... I already seen that. All right, let's just see. We've got... Yeah, we're walking the floor. But this is Star Wars 2002. Is that Adi Gallia? What's that character's name? I forget. No, she's... There's Lobot. The audio is kind of weird on this. That's A-list right there, Julian Glover, right?
It's Lograd. He's so nice.
Is it coming through?
Yeah.
Let me get this. I kind of edited that together. I just wanted you to hear the line I said to Piet, right? Isn't it Piet? Let's see. The guy that keeps getting promoted in Empire. I say, like, hold on. Let's see. Oh, there's a young Dan. This guy seemed like he was pretty full of himself. Can you guys see who I'm talking about?
No.
Jerome Blake.
Oh.
He plays all these awful characters, like my least favorite Star Wars characters. Senator, what's his, from Bad Batch and Clone Wars. So look at this. Listen if you hear this.
Guys, better, but I like it. Yeah, congratulations on the promotion too. That was impressive. So ready to go. Are you excited?
I'm very excited to meet Warwick Davis, Wicket, Willow, the little Rodian.
Yes, the Rodian from episode 1.
He's
great. With a G in it.
And the Leprechaun.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
How are you? Thank you.
Thank you. Attempt to remember everyone's name, but it's not. Thank you.
Hey, I'm back again.
Hello.
This is my friend Dan.
Come on, Dan.
He's doing the Disney Star Wars stuff with us.
Are you? What are
He's
you
from
doing?
New York.
I'm the Jedi assistant.
We drafted him, so he really wanted to.
Do you know what they're doing here? They're copying your idea of the Jedi training
That's
thing.
us, though. That's
you're
me.
doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They paid us.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's good. Though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kids are having a great time doing
They brought us up on a all expenses paid trip, and we get to do this, and we're Star Wars fans anyway, so we get to hang out. And
Star Wars fans.
All right, guys. Here we go. Got it.
I wish I could come see you. I don't know.
Yeah, because we're stuck on the stage, so we can barely get out here.
No, I'm stuck here.
Great to meet you.
And you.
He's stuck there. There's Bib Fortuna. There's some Ayla Secura and some Jedi girls.
I saw it was what's her face? Aura Singh was in there somewhere. I
Yeah.
drove her in a motorcade. Maybe I talked about it, but yeah.
There's Billy D. Looking so
Howard
disinterested. Oh man. David Prowse.
There usually is.
Oh, that guy. But yeah, we walked and walked and walked when we could. Yeah, like you were saying earlier, we were on that. We did a lot of shows per day,
Yeah.
so we.
Yeah.
Had, this is what Star Wars fans that were looking like in 02 for any younger fans out there.
Especially right now.
Crowded. Dan, were people really excited for? We'd already seen all the trailers for Attack of the Clones, right? That were yeah. So people were really excited and hyped up for Attack of the Clones.
Awesome.
So this is our little stage.
Wow.
Oh, that's where you did the Jedi training.
Yeah. There's Dan. Oh, look at Jim.
Yeah.
It was fun hearing that music. I never got tired of hearing that music, I'll tell you the truth. I'm sure you didn't either.
No,
You just get kind of a little buzz, like get a little thrill when that music started up because you knew the show was starting. You know what? I think I'll put this on the Dad Wars page, like the whole show. But look at this. All right, here he's a trained swordsman. Watch, he's gonna do some stuff here. He actually trained all of us characters at Phantasmic to do stunt choreography and fight choreography for actual stage performance. So, and he's an Indiana Jones performer, right? He's been doing that for decades and decades.
Yeah.
Who here would like to become a Jedi Knight? Who thinks they have what it takes to become a Jedi? The Force is strong with so many of you. You may join me. Come. Go to my assistant. He will give you a robe to put on and show you where to stand.
God, he just wanted to pick every one of these kids.
Come join me. Go to my assistant. You young man may...
Was it pre-picked? They had the kids pre-picked, or you guys just pick random kids?
It was random.
I think it was random. I think once, on a few occasions they would if there was like a kid that might have been had special needs, or there was a special something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Because like later on at Disney, it became you had to like sign up for it. You know, you went in the morning and signed up, and then it's like a whole thing.
Dan, was that easy working with all those kids like that?
Oh, they were fun. Yeah, it was never a problem.
That's awesome.
I encourage you to come back possibly tomorrow. Until then, please stay and learn from those that go before you. May the Force be with you.
I love this delivery. It's so funny.
Welcome to the Jedi Training Academy. I am Noraz Divad, Jedi Master, lightsaber instructor, and a student of Master Yoda. Have you heard of him? Yes, he's good. Now the Jedi Council.
Yeah, Jim added his own. He ad-libbed his own jokes in there quite a bit.
Someone in which the Force runs strong. Now today, you are going to learn how to use the weapon of a Jedi Knight, a lightsaber. Now, because a lightsaber is a very dangerous weapon, because a Jedi only activates his or her lightsaber when in danger, you will learn with this. A training lightsaber.
So if anybody's just now tuning in, which you're probably not, but if you are, we're watching Celebration 2 Jedi Training Academy from 2002. And our guest and friend Dan is on stage. And I'll be on stage in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the Jedi Training Academy, what it is now, this is like where it started. This is like where it started, how it originally was.
Yeah.
Pretty much they did the same show at Disney as this.
Yeah, real low rent, right? Like just something. It was cool. It was really cool.
Fun, but yeah, this is how it all started. Now it's like a huge thing at Disney.
Yeah.
It has like a dedicated stage now, and it has like effects. And, you know, they have photographers that are set up there to do the show. Well, I don't know if they're doing it right now with COVID, but you know when it was going.
Remember where your training position is.
All right, let's see. So he teaches all the kids these shoulder strikes and leg strikes and a head strike, and they repeat it and they repeat it and they repeat it, and then.
Cut to the left shoulder, cut to the right shoulder, cut to the left leg, step back and duck, stand, cut to the same leg, now the other leg, now cut for the head. Excellent, deactivate. Stop. I feel a disturbance in the force. Come to the assistance.
That delivery. These stormtroopers are crazy. That was a great costume, though.
Bye.
I was just tall enough, barely. I'm pretty skinny, too, but look how bulky I look there.
Didn't have like it's like a big pad under there, right?
Yeah. I think I was a little too lumbering. Looking back on it, I don't know.
Now all you have to do is the same combination you just learned, and I promise you will be victorious. Who would like to go first? You may go first. Come and stand here, please.
Some of these kids really go for it. They try to really kill me. I think this kid's a little. My posture's terrible. Oh. That was a perfect run. Look at that. Oh. Anyway, that goes on for like, this is a long show. Like, how many kids do you have to go through? Like 8 kids.
I see 2 of the Catch 'em and Count people sitting in the back left there, peeking over.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. One of the guys, Jared, he actually went to work for Frito-Lay after this.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he's still there, but that's what he did.
Here, a cute little kid here. All right. Oh, he drops it out of the bottom.
Cut to the left, cut to the other, cut to the leg. Now duck. Yes, now this leg. Now the other leg. Go for the head. Well done. I told you he was close.
All right. How many more is that? All right. I just want to see how we.
You will have to go elsewhere to recruit for the dark side. Now I suggest you leave.
Oh, and this is before Anakin wiped out all those younglings in Revenge of the Sith. Takes on a whole new meaning now. Now watch.
I think we should go. Yes, I think you should go. Yes, I think we should go. Have a nice day. We'll have a nice day. Did you just say have a nice day? Me? No.
Oh boy. Fun stuff. Then they all get certificates.
Did they get to keep the training lightsabers or no?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the exhibit hall will be closing in 5.
Is that me?
Look at Justin, spreading love throughout the galaxy.
Yeah.
I don't even remember doing this. I do remember going to that giant action figure. Yeah, I remember that.
It's pretty hardcore. He looks like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
He weighs about 85 pounds.
That's the only problem, exactly. But I like your reaction. You go, oh man.
Yeah, I saw him earlier, but not when I was dressed up like this.
Right.
He's got the height, and then he's got that Return of the Jedi helmet on.
Gotcha. Yeah, he does.
See that turtle action?
Yeah.
Mother.
Oh gee whiz! Oh gee whiz! Oh gee whiz! Oh gee whiz, Rick!
Star Wars needs some editing.
Oh no! No!
It's awesome.
Look at the intensity.
That was a much younger me. Us.
All right.
And that's that picture.
Dustin. That's Jared at the end.
What did you think of Darth Vader and the Padawan Jedi training camp?
Thank you, Salacious Crumb.
That sounds like Kevin. Is that Kevin Smith? Kevin Vincent? It sounds like him. Who's?
Thank you, Salacious Crumb. Sure, Tamura Morrison tattoo. Let's see. Look at that, Tamura. What are those guys up there?
Dude, that guy got a Tamura Morrison tattoo before the movie even came out? That's incredible. Oh, I can't believe I have to edit this episode now. Oh my gosh. And this was a wrap, right? This just says we're closing out the show.
Yeah.
Jim.
The backstage.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was. Oh, and there's my demo reel. Do you see Daniel in there? All right. Well, my gosh, that was exciting. That was good stuff. Then we got Ray at Galaxy's Edge. It's so late. It's so late. And we have. Dan, we haven't even talked about the Kickstarter.
Yeah, we didn't go. That could be another show.
Let's hang on to it.
Yeah.
Just a little tease, though, is Dan chipped in for a Kickstarter for Eric Walker, who was the oldest brother, right, in the Ewok movies.
Ewok movies, yeah. This is
And,
back in 2012 Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's about the Kickstarter scam. I was scammed.
It's a
So
Kickstarter
we'll talk
scam.
about that in another episode.
Oh man, I can't wait. I have it loaded up. Yeah, we'll have a Komoda Part 2 episode, and we'll cover that. But I have the material. I watched the Kickstarter announcement, and then the memoir DVD. It's really neat. It's a lot of stuff you haven't seen, like behind the scenes with Warwick Davis, the Ewoks. If you have any interest in the Ewok movies, it's pretty. And I haven't even heard the story yet, so not the full story. So I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Get Eric Walker on the show.
Should we get him on the show?
Yeah, and tell him to give me my $50 back.
If for nothing else, yeah, we'll lure him on. Like,
you owe me $50.
We want to talk about your career, and then just like, oh, I have a special guest, and then we'll pull Dan up into the scene.
Well.
We meet at last. Oh my gosh. So, real quick before we close out, Ray, this is your day. Galaxy's Edge.
That was in one of the little shops. They had a cool little thing.
I saw that.
They didn't say. That was that one shop that had all the heads and stuff. This is on the Millennium Falcon ride. Me and Greg did.
Yeah, we don't care. We're not picky.
Rider line, and we walked right in. Like I said, we had no wait whatsoever. We went right in, and they're like, "You might be separate," but they're like, "Probably going to be separate, and you're not going to be able to be pilots." And we were both together, and we were both pilots. So.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
We don't think the lady.
I guess this is the entrance to Star Wars Land.
Like, isn't that cool? I just tried to film when I was like in the middle of it. This is walking in. I'm like just a little bit behind.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Did you
I bet
walk
this
by
looks
the
cool at night?
Passageway to Galactic Star Cruiser? You know
what that is.
Oh, hold on one second.
Oh no.
Huh? Pardon?
No, we didn't get to go to the Galactic Star Cruiser.
I mean,
I guess it's close by, but we didn't see it.
Okay.
They must not have it. It's not like obvious. God, look how great that thing is themed, and I tried to get like the cool like lighting. That's all like the lights they use. I guess at night it lights up, but
I'd love to see it at night.
It's all like themed. You know, it's not like just generic lights they throw up there. It all looks like Star Wars.
I always loved Epcot and Hollywood and MGM Studios at night, and I'm sure this.
Oh, it probably looks like at night. It probably looks 10 times better.
So Lucas didn't go, but Julie went. Julie had a good time.
Yeah, she loved it. You probably just saw her there for a second. They have a cool look. Oh, this is the thing. Look how cool that is with the soda thing.
Yeah, that is really neat.
And the plants are really cool. They did cool like landscaping. Like it's all these like kind of weird looking plants that kind of make it look a little
exotic. But they're real. Yeah. They're real plants. But
yeah, they just use different kinds.
That's
of stuff,
not indigenous to Central Florida or probably anywhere close by.
Yeah. Tropical
plants that could survive in the Florida. I wonder if they have to get permits and whatnot. Like, how do they bring in those?
Oh yeah, this is that cool little like market area, and I think
Can you buy any of that? Can you buy that stuff?
Cat, you see the low cat?
Yeah, could you buy that if you wanted it?
I don't think so. That's part of the thing, but how cool is that?
Batu. It looks like Kanata's. What's her name?
Yeah, I'm watching on
like
castle. YouTube, so I'm a little bit behind what you're seeing live, but look how great that looks. You know what I mean?
Dan, while we're watching this, I had one burning question for you that I like to ask everybody that comes on that's in our age group. What did you do in the dark times between like 1983 and 1997 when we really didn't have, we had no films and no television really beyond like, droids and Ewok movies? Like, how did your fandom, how did you keep it strong? Like, how did you stay interested all those years?
Yeah, because even the the toys kind of disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
I still have my older collections. Like I purchased whatever I could, but yeah, it was not a lot of Star Wars for a while. But then it came back.
But what kept you like? Did it kind of like go to the wayside for a while, and other things had your interest? I know you were getting your career started and all that, like, and you going through high school and everything, and college, like.
No, Star Wars is always there for me. It's just I never let it go. But I just watch the movies over and over, and if they're what there were back then.
What was your favorite format? Did you have like Laserdisc, original trilogy?
I had Laserdisc.
I figured, yeah.
The VHS, all the different versions they kept releasing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had like VHS box set from like whatever the record store was in the early 90s.
Yeah.
You could get like a box set of the VHS. Broke Empire like within like 2 years. It just stopped working. Man, look at the detail on that thing. What a piece of junk.
You go underneath it, it's massive.
And it's to scale, like it's as real as it gets.
I'm like, I was in the shadow of the.
That's a good way to put
Falcon.
it. Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, I tried to like I said, I was trying to get halfway decent footage.
It's great. It's great. And you all shot on the iPhone?
Yeah.
It looks great. So are you really excited to get back and then just really like just settle in for the day and like go sit at the bar and have some blue milk and like, or did you feel like you got a good dose of it?
Yeah, look how cool that room is. I tried to get like how massive it is and the scale of it with this video. You know what I mean? Like just so you can see how awesome it looks.
Yeah.
But this is just a little shop. Like it's just they have cool stuff in the shops. Like, you know, it's like in the background. Like this is just a regular merchandise shop.
Yeah, that's great.
But you know, like I said, I was filming, but I was also trying. I wasn't like just like ignoring stuff. You know, I just was trying to get some cool stuff for you guys to see.
That's great.
And I got more video I haven't even sent you yet, so I got to send you some more stuff. But
that's fun stuff. That's great stuff.
I don't know if you want to show like the whole. We could actually show like the whole Rise of the Resistance ride. We
could do a ride through. Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched it before on YouTube. With like the Tim Tracker, I don't remember one of those guys, but yeah, it's all good stuff. I can't wait. We'll be down there. Hopefully, if everything goes, the trip's been planned for a long time to go in January.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna have a blast. Like you're gonna be blown away. Like I said, it exceeded my expectations. Like I can't even like say how much. But yeah, that one.
That's
that
awesome.
One shop, I could spend an hour in that one shop with the heads that if you go back and look at that, like they have like the mounted heads on the wall, and they have like all the different like helmets in the background and the different guns and stuff. That shop, I don't even know what they sold in that shop. I was just like looking at all the stuff in there, just like up around you. It's like it's amazing. Like it's just. There's too much. Like I said, it's too much. Like you're like overloaded. Like looking at everything when you go.
Yeah.
So the next time, you know, you go again and see. Oh, I didn't notice this. I didn't notice that. You know, I didn't even notice what's the I can't remember what they're called. The snow monster that Luke gets.
Wampas.
A wampa. And that one I didn't even realize. I'm looking around the room. There's like a huge like wampa in that.
There's just layers and layers and layers of artifacts and. Intermingled with like merchandise, intermingled with just set decoration. It seems pretty incredible. Dan, what are your thoughts on like? And then we're wrapping up soon. I know I could just sit here all night and talk Star Wars with you guys, but what are your thoughts on the direction they took with going with the sequel era timeline for this Galaxy's Edge versus an original trilogy timeline or early prequel? Like, what do you? Have you put any thought into that?
You really want to see some, original trilogy characters or that era, but they did such a good job. I really don't have any complaints about it. So it's so immersive.
Yeah,
and it's just so much to see, and the rides, both the rides are just fantastic.
Yeah,
I loved every bit of it. There's so much more detail. Obviously I'll never get to that hotel.
That was my next question, is because I feel like if it's made for anybody, that's made for you, that experience, but it's wickedly expensive. Aaron seems to think we're planning a guys' weekend in 2023.
Yeah, if we win the lottery, will I'll pay for it. If I win the lottery, I'll pay for everyone to go. So I'll start playing just in case.
Real quick, couple more things. There's Hayden. That's from the Star Wars weekends. I was going to show you that. And then, of course, my picture with Captain Rex. And my picture with Commander Cody. And here's a picture with Jango. Forget it. I promise this is the last time I'll ever use that joke on the show. My gosh. I mean, I feel like we're just scratching the surface here. Dan, you'll have to come back and we'll talk more Star Wars. We can talk just prequels. We can talk original trilogy, sequels. You and I had a really good Rise of Skywalker discussion when you brought the family out a few weeks ago. And you and I hadn't had a chance to talk about really too much of the sequels, but I was really interested to get your perspective. But to be continued, for sure. So
and I'll send you more of that footage and photos and stuff if you want to do something. Yeah, just more stuff if you want to like look at some. Like I said, I shot more stuff. I just sent you real quick stuff while I was there, so I didn't send you everything. But I got like a lot of stills and stuff as well.
I have a folder called source/video/theme park/Ray.
Yeah, I'll send you some more stuff. But I was trying to think if there's anything else I can remember that stands out. Oh, they had the little popcorn thing. I got some
Mantel mix.
It looked like it. I didn't buy it, but they have like a little place you can get the Mantel. I guess I don't even know if they call it Mantel mix, but yeah,
they should.
have it.
Even though that's like a snack from how many years past would it be if we're in like so is Black Spire, is that Galaxy's Edge, is that like, I wonder what like literally in the timeline where that would fall, like
no,
that's a little confusing.
Chewbacca was out doing pictures when he was up on like a balcony doing pictures, but he was out there as well. That's the only I saw Chewbacca and some stormtroopers out. Those are the only characters I saw.
I would load that place up with droids. Do they have droids rolling around?
No, they have them like I said, like all the little Coca-Cola stations have the little droid at the back, and he kind of moves on his own. And they had like this little area where there was like some droid parts, and there was a droid, and every once in a while it would like make noise and move a little bit. But I don't know.
It'd be so easy to just have a fleet of droids and just fill that place up. I wonder if there's some like, if they're afraid people are they're not tall enough and people will trip over them and Disney will get sued. Like, why wouldn't you have like half a dozen, like an R5, R2, Gonk?
They should, but maybe they're just
IG.
It would be like too much like hassle because people would just like swarm them. You're not going to be able to just like freely roam. People just are going to like stand in front of them like, no, I won't get my picture made, that kind of thing.
I don't know. Put us in charge of the atmosphere. We'll nail it. We'll get it right. I'm excited.
They did a pretty good job. Like, I'm sure if it wasn't for COVID, you probably would have had more characters locations out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would hope so, but maybe not. But it's pretty awesome the way it is. But yeah, that would be cool if they had like more actual droids. Like if they had some like droids just like roaming around every once in a while. But maybe it's something they're working on. Maybe it'll be something in the future.
Yeah. The future of Star Wars, it's endless. There's going to be so much. And this is the calm before the storm. Wait, Visions is going to come out. That's going to blow everybody's minds for 2 months.
A little bit.
Right? And then we're getting Book of Boba Fett, and the game is on. Then it's just going to be
one after the other after that.
Man, I can't wait. It's exciting stuff. So it's great. We started a Star Wars channel when it's really kind of like not a whole lot, and I could talk till I have to start working in the morning, but that would probably not be healthy. But wait till we have so much more content to talk about. It's going to be a good time for sure. But Dan, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Great being here.
Appreciate you, man, and I can't wait to see how it goes with the photography career. I've already put a link in the show description if you guys want to check out Dan's body of work as a photographer. It's incredible stuff. But yeah, give us some of that loot crate. Oh, kidding. He's got a job to do. So yeah, Ray, I'm glad you got the Galaxy's Edge. And what you got? Here's the part of the show where he recommends a non-Disney show. We don't have time for it tonight. No, we don't have time for it. Other than Rick and Morty. Watch Rick and Morty. The wrap-up was the
final episode of Rick and Morty is pretty good. There is a documentary on Amazon about LuLaRoe, the company, Pyramid Scheme company. It's called Lula Rich. It's pretty dang good if you get a chance.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Just
one, and I'm done.
And one and done. That's awesome. Very efficient. Yeah. It usually takes us 30 minutes to say goodbye. I hate goodbyes. All right, but we always close out with Qui-Gon there.
May the Force be with you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Wars.